Hello, this is Hair by Nicole doing a balayage technique using Wella Free Lights and my favorite additive to all my chemical services, Neobond by FHI Heat. It keeps the integrity of the hair and it's my hair insurance to give to my hair clients. I'm also using my favorite color line, Kenra Hair Color. Take the journey with me. This is over a year old highlights on my client. She wanted something soft, very manageable, and I gave her a nice balayage, something soft, very easygoing, low maintenance. She absolutely loved it. This is how I did it. Here I'm using a scale. I think it's mandatory. We all should use it as professionals. It allows us to stay consistent with our color formulations, and when things work, we know what we did. Here I'm pouring about 20 grams of the powder. It's a great consistency. It doesn't have a foul smell, which I do like about it. I am actually using 30 volumes on my client today, and I'm about to use about 40 grams of the developer to make it 60. I realize it's a great consistency. It's not too runny, not too thick. And with this blonder, what I do like what Free Lights is, when I go into balayage, it kind of turns into a nice little clay. So I'm able to apply my hair on top of each other without it bleeding and drying out, and it's slowing down the process. I'm also using Wella's, I want to call it like a spatula. This thing is amazing to mix color. I do love to use a whisk, but once I got a hold of the spatula, it makes mixing so much easier. You're able to get the color or your bleach around the bowl, a good consistency, and you don't have to worry about it going through, the whisk and you're trying to get all your product out. This was great. It has like a little rubber tip. I felt like it was a genius move. Next, I am going to mix my Neobond. I have realized, with this formulation, you only need to say from 1 to 1 ounce, only an eighth of an ounce, which is like barely nothing, to add to your bleach or your color or any of your chemical services. Seems that I mixed as much as I did. I am mixing the number 1, and that is the Neobond itself. And I am going to actually mix only about 1/4 of an ounce, or I should say gram, into my bleach. It does not change my formulation whatsoever. I don't have to change my developer. 30 is 30. If anything, this is helping my client's hair. I love there's no guessing. It doesn't reduce my time in the salon. It actually, I feel like sometimes it kind of speeds it up. It is perfect. My clients have been loving it. Their hair has felt so soft, and we have realized actually a big difference by the time they keep coming in for their next service. So for that, Neobond will always have a big place in my heart. It is bulletproof. And now you can see the consistency with my bleach, nice and creamy. And I just want to show you guys the packaging with the blonder Free Lights and with my Neobond. Perfecto. And I'm also going to use the balayage brush, which I've been using for the past several months. I feel like it's great. It's very precise. The bristles are soft and amazing, but it will go paint on to wherever you place your lightener at. And you see, it's a great consistency. Now I'm using Kenra's Demi 4N, only 9 volumes, only because my client only has, I'd probably say like 10% gray, but she doesn't want the commitment of an exactly permanent hair color. So what I like to call this is gray blending, and where I'm using a demi, and by the time she comes in, if she decides to change her mind, we can switch her color. But because I am using about 2 ounces of color and 2 ounces of developer, I am going to mix about 6 grams of Neobond into it. like I said, because it is a chemical, I want to make sure that the integrity of my client's hair is intact. And yes, I'm using a plastic wrist. This is one of my favorite wrists. It's not your typical metal one, it's plastic, and it just wrists really well. And you can see the consistency is still the same. I didn't have to change anything. And voila, that's my color formulation. And here you're gonna see me actually go in and give my clients beautiful long locks a haircut. I'm not gonna go through a whole big deal on how I cut it. One day I will actually do a video on how to cut, very thick hair. And here I'm speeding up just a little bit to show you a couple of my techniques. I did go in first and apply that 4N Kenra hair color to the base of her hair. And that, so as I am applying the free lights, I'm able to have control. But when it gets to the roots, I am applying the free lights over the hair color. Yes, I'm doing a color melting technique. It's so that it can be soft. It's not going to have so much of a harsh line. And when she comes back, all we would have to do is go back through the roots, and she still has that nice soft look. This is what separates highlights from a nice melting balayage type of technique. And with the 4N, it was matching more of her natural tone, which she wanted to keep. And that was one of the things that she did request, is if we can try to keep her natural color as much as possible, but still give her that nice pop. And what I like to do is in the back section and even in the front, I do 4 quadrants. And what I do, as you can see, is actually go diagonal, take my partings, and it kind of depends. If my client wants more, I'll take thinner. If they want less, like she wanted, I'll take bigger sections. And I'm just going on top and just stroking and painting and bringing it on through back down. And I dropped it a little bit there. But what ends up happening, especially when you balayage, is you want to make sure that your client is, at the end result, everything is looking together. And what I did love with Wella Free Lights, you can put it on and it stays put. There's no splotchy, it's no lumps. You don't have to go through. You don't have to feel like, oh my goodness, when it's all washed out, I'm gonna have to try to hide it. No, it goes on very smooth. And right here I am using their Wella paddle. And it has, this board is simply amazing. It has like a nice little reservoir on the side where I can actually keep some of my bleach and just keep using it. And I was just like, this has made my life so much easier. Sometimes I will go straight from the bowl and, put my brush in and then paint. But if I'm doing something that I feel like I need to have more detailed because my tray's over there, I will use that paddle. And so here I am, I'm continuing going diagonal, and I'm just doing nice strokes. Sometimes with my clients, I may do more up on the base of more almost like that highlighted blended technique, and sometimes I'll do less. This time I did a little bit less because I know she didn't want it to look overly colored. And this is what I absolutely love, especially when you balayage. You are the artist, you are the painter. Sometimes what I also will do is do more of that intense ombre balayage at the end to really brighten it up, but she said that she didn't want that. So I wanted to make sure at the end results we were as subtle as possible. So here we are at the front of her hair. And what I realized for her, she always wears her hair down. She loves curls. She loves that look of that flowy, soft waves. So I wanted to make sure that it captured really well in her face, first of all. So I already mapped out how I was going to go about this, especially in my partings. And what I did was I did add a little bit pinch more of the Wella Free Lights in the front than I did in the back, just to, amplify that intensity into her hair. And what she said, she was like, this is so cool, Nicole, that you know, you don't even have to put foil around it. And I'm like, no, you really don't. And as you can see, even on the strips that I'm using, that I just want to make sure that my client's cape is clean, she's clean, free from product. And so what I do is once I'm stroking and once I get to the bottom, I apply the end to the mesh paper. And because I'm not going at a full saturation all the way through, I sometimes had to go back through and kind of paint over it at the end, as you can see, to the paper to make sure that it was sticking, because like I said, I did not saturate it all the way through like sometimes I do with my clients. I'm gonna pull that hair more further out because I know once she gets that volume, I want the balayage to just really amplify with this color. And I'm taking a little bit smaller sections because, like I said, I want it to show so much more. And when I'm done with this overall process, I am going to gloss her with Kenra's Demi. And my formula was 7B with a little bit of 7 Ash, because as we know, sometimes with Asian hair, it can pull a little red and a little gold. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to make sure that everything was all even. She came up beautiful. There was a couple spots that I felt like it was a little bit too warm. So what I added with the Demi from Kenra was a little 7 Ash and a little 7B. And I absolutely love Kenra's Demis. They are a lifesaver along with their B series. Very rich in tones. They last to me for weeks. And even when my clients come back after several months, it still holds its color. Has a great shine. And that was something that she was wanting. She was like, Nicole, you know, I'm not going to see you that often. I want to make sure that whatever you do, I can still look great and it grows with me. And that's what I try to maintain for all my clients, a good grow with me hair color. You have to think when they haven't seen you in the salon months on end, that when they come back, they still look good. And when she came back, even with her highlights, I was like, wow, you still look good after over a year. So I'm just going back through, just making sure that I'm really going through more of a highlighted, more of a saturation. As you can see, I did add a little bit more to the top than I did in the back as far as more of the Wella Free Lights. And now I'm just kind of personalizing little hairs for her. And she also has fringe, and we always tell people don't forget the fringe when you balayage. I feel like some people do, but just to really soften the hair. And I never penetrate through. I always just stay on the top, and there's no right or wrong way. You be your own artist. That's the beauty of doing a balayage. You're your own artist. This is the end result. This is salon. She is so much fun. I love every time you see me in the salon, we're gonna have a good time. But this is the end result. This is the in the salon lighting. I'm about to do my signature curl on her, and she was absolutely in love. She's like, Nicole, you definitely caught my vision without me really saying it. This was what was in my head. Something subtle, something natural. She felt sexy, she felt fearless, and as I would say, oh, so flawless. So I was really excited for her. No brass. We kept it natural, and as you can see, there is amazing shine into the hair. I do apologize, the video is about to cut off. My battery died on me, but I really hope all of my tips and tricks definitely helped you on your journey of how to balayage, how to use Wella Free Lights, my favorite additive, Neobond, and this is it. 30 volumes. I definitely give Wella Blonder Free Lights 2 thumbs up. I would definitely be keeping this, and my Neobond is my hair insurance. It is mandatory for all my clientele. I hope you guys use it too. This is the before, and this is the after, as my client was in my chair looking oh so snazzy, as I would say. This is the back of her hair. Nice chocolate caramely tones. You see, just hits perfectly. And this is what it looks like outside. She was just like, oh my gosh. And this is her. Thank you guys so much for being here, listening, and watching my video. I can't wait to share with you guys even more amazing tips and tricks of hair by Nicole. Have a great one, and as I say, happy styling, and may the power of glam be with you. Bye.